Hi, how are you, everybody? This is take two on episode number 2 of the Intuitive Leadership Insights. We're doing several of these videos today in celebration of my new book, The Enchanted Boardroom. I'm so proud of this book. It's a culmination of the journey that I have taken from the time I was a youngster in various leadership roles and what I learned along the way. There are lots of models in here to assist you, whether you are a professional or whether you're an entrepreneur, to help you improve your workplace performance. So today's video is all about the waterfall effect. Now, what is the waterfall effect? It is a model that I created back in 1998 when I wrote my very first book. And it was called 1-800-Courtesy, Connecting with the Winning Telephone Image. And it was inspired by a book called The Customer Comes Second by Hal Rosenbluth. Hal Rosenbluth owned Rosenbluth Travel, and I grew up with Rosenbluth Travel. And when I read this, when I say I grew up with Rosenbluth Travel, the area that I lived with in Pennsylvania, that was the travel agency that everybody went to when they needed to do different things such as airline tickets, etc. The internet wasn't live then. Sorry, I'm stating my age here. Anyway, Hal's book, The Customer Comes Second, resonated with me years ago, and it still does. And his philosophies were so fantastic that he was able to sell his business for quite a lot of money to a much bigger organization, and he's now created a second organization. So thank you, Hal Rosenbluth, for your wonderful book, The Customer Comes Second. Now, how did he inspire me to create the waterfall effect? The waterfall effect is all about internal customer service. And I'm going to use water and the waterfall as a metaphor of what cultures are like. And this is referred to, by the way, in page 25 of my book. Okay, here's my new book, The Enchanted Boardroom. And on page 25, module number 2, it talks, or I should say chapter number 2, the waterfall effect, service and action. And I'm going to be talking about 2 scenarios, the upstream and the downstream of the waterfall. Now, please imagine a waterfall. I'm going to show you this picture. I'll see how right here. Okay. In this picture, notice that the client, the people that you serve, are at the top of the waterfall. At the bottom of the waterfall are the employees. So think about it. Water can be either damaging or it can be very healing. This is an example of upstream waterfall because with your employees at the bottom of the waterfall, think about how hard it is for them to reach the client that's at the top. It's a struggle. They're almost being drowned. The stress is so hard of needing to get to them up on top because the workplace culture is one where the customer is king, where everything is done for the customer. The customer, the customer, the customer, the customer. Everything is done for them at the expense of the employee. As a result, the employees are like salmon. And what happens to salmon when it goes upstream? They get tired. They're exhausted. They get eaten by bears. They are wiped out before and after they spawn. Many of them die. Okay, that's what happens in this upstream scenario. Now let's look at scenario number 2, the downstream scenario. This is where it's reversed. The employee is at the top of the waterfall and the paying customer is at the bottom. This is healthy water. This is a healthy waterfall where the employees are treated with respect. The people in house realize that their employees are the most important commodity that they have. Their employees want to be there. They want to serve. They want to lead. And they want to give the people who are the paying customers phenomenal service because they feel it. A wonderful example of this is Southwest Airlines. I've been traveling Southwest Airlines for over a decade, and I'm constantly interviewing the people who work for that airline. And what I have heard and found is that these people truly love where they work. They love to serve. They love to have fun. And I have yet, in all of these years of flying Southwest Airlines, have heard an employee grumble. It just hasn't happened. If anything, they're over the top happy. And it is so much fun. For example, last year I flew on Halloween, and several of the Southwest ticket desks, they were all decorated in Halloween, and they were singing, and there was a flash mob of Southwest employees doing one of the Michael Jackson songs. I think it was Killer. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And this is an organization that allows innovation because their employees are valued and appreciated. That is the scenario here. That is the waterfall effect. So we've got the downstream and the upstream. Upstream creates intense stress. Downstream in an organization reduces stress significantly and creates a workplace culture where people want to go to every single day. Now I'm going to ask my colleague, Lisa, who's sitting here to my right, I think it's your left, if there's any questions. Are there any questions, Lisa asked? No? Okay, folks. If there are any questions, please type them in the bottom right below this video, and Lisa will share them with us. So I'm curious to hear, what are your thoughts about the waterfall effect? How do you think you can employ it, employ it in your workplace? How will it help your workplace to become more efficient, more satisfying, more engaging, more trusting, more committed? We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So I'll wait a few seconds and see if anybody would like to ask a question. Lisa? Anybody? Not yet? Okay. So I'm going to sign off. We have another episode coming up very, very shortly, and we will be talking about all kinds of wonderful topics this afternoon in order to celebrate the Enchanted Boardroom. Order your own copy at www.enchantedboardroom.com or go directly to amazon.com and type in the Enchanted Boardroom. Looking forward to sharing more wonderful leadership tidbits with you later on. This is Terry Wilderman. Take care.